What you are seeing is not just a group of people working individually with computers. These are tea buyers and brokers, networked and using a cutting-edge online platform for sale and purchase of lots of Ceylon tea. A real-time e-auction has replaced a more than century-old outcry system of selling and buying tea. To trace the beginnings of this story, however, we need to turn the clock back to the year 1852. James Taylor, a Scotsman, was brought to Ceylon to work for the then successful coffee business. The indefatigable planters of the time changed the landscape, which was stony and precipitous, into exemplary tea plantations. Taylor then experimented with the manufacture processes of the green leaf, and in 1875 exported the first batch of processed tea to the London tea auction. Today, the beauty of the hill country as it now appears owes much to the inspiration of the early planters of the 19th century. In 1883, the first auction was held and continued uninterrupted for more than 137 years. With the formation of the Colombo Tea Traders Association in 1894, a legal framework was established for the structured sale of Ceylon tea. This was the beginning of the formal outcry auction and was held at the Ceylon Chamber of Commerce till 2020. The Colombo Brokers Association was formed in 1904. Over the years, its members catalogued, warehoused, valued and marketed teas to more than 100 buyers each week. Meanwhile, buyers taste, grade and value these teas in preparation for the auction. The weekly tea auction held in Colombo sees the sale of thousands of lots of Ceylon tea. For the plantations and tea factories, it provides an effective mechanism to resolve their cash flow needs, to understand the qualities and quantities to produce, while competitive bidding provides them the best price for their produce. For the buyer, it aids in price discovery, access to the full spectrum of teas on offer, and to understand market demand. The broker seamlessly connects buyer and seller while providing the vital infrastructure needed for sampling and storage. Ultimately, the consumer benefits with a consistent quality and supply of Ceylon tea in all its diversity of regions, leaf styles and tastes. This important hub sees around 300 million kilograms of tea sold annually, bringing in an estimated revenue of over $1.2 billion to Sri Lanka's coffers. However, all this was to change in 2020. In March of the same year, the country went into total lockdown as the COVID pandemic struck Sri Lanka.
We had the last auction on around the 18th of March, but then we had a lot of issues. The buyers were not willing to come to the auction to purchase tea.
Businesses were closed, and conducting the venerable tea auction, which is at the heart of the value chain of the Sri Lankan tea industry, was threatened.
But there was pressure on us, to have the auction because the producers want to sell their tea.
The open outcry auction that the CTTA used to conduct was 150 years old. So it has a lot of refinements, and the producers, the brokers and the buyers were all very happy with the system. It has been refined and the rules have been done properly.
The Colombo Tea Traders Association and the Colombo Brokers Association had to come up with a way to auction tea which would be an effective, safe and transparent solution. The Sri Lanka Tea Board supported these initiatives to keep the industry going.
Even the government, the Tea Board also was inquiring from us how we are going to plan the next auction.
Sikra Solutions were tasked with the monumental challenge of developing an online trading platform for the tea industry in just 7 days.
What's special about Ceylon tea is its complexity. This diverse mix of teas, different grades from different regions, quality that evolves, the dynamic story of this product, also had to be captured and presented through a silent screen to a buying audience.
We had discussions with all stakeholders, the buyers, the broker community, the producers. We got together, we had, like almost day and night meetings.
So it was a challenge which we did not know the length, depth or the size of the whole solutions or where we are getting in. Another big challenge that we had was that none of us were in office. My staff was also scattered around the country.
10% of the national population in Sri Lanka, around 2.1 million people's livelihoods and their futures depended on the success of an alternate solution to the auction of tea.
කොළඹ තේ වින්දිසිය නතර වුණාම සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම තේ කර්මාන්තය අඩපණ වෙනවා. මුකුත් කරන්න විදියක් නැති වෙනවා. එතකොට කුඩා තේවතු හිමියන්ට Tamanට මුදල් ලැබෙන්නේ නැහැ. මොකද කර්මාන්තශාලාවලින් මුදල් ලැබෙන්නේ ඔක්ෂන් එක තිබ්බොත් ඒක ඔක්ෂන් එක නතර වුණාම සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම එන හිටිනවා.
It was a sudden lockdown and they came without any money in their hands. And we had to ensure that there was adequate money in the hands of the workers, and for that reason we had to immediately get the estates to work.
But we have an industry of people, brokers and buyers, who were trained to go out to an auction, read the market, judge the competitor's activity and sell or buy your tea for yourself and make your competitor pay as much as possible.
It has to be seen to be fair, transparent. It has to be seen to be, responsive. In order to design an e-auction, we had to take everyone's viewpoint.
To this, it was a huge task. My entire team worked almost 20 hours every day for these 6 days, and it was a very strenuous job.
There was intense training and active feedback towards the developer in order for him to develop a more user-friendly and efficient system.
On the 4th of April 2020, the first digital auction for sale of tea went live, creating an unprecedented milestone in the 153-year-old tea industry. Sikra Solutions' Tea e-auction, though in its early development stages, offered the user many features.
මේ අවධිය වන විට තමයි අපේ සිංහල අලුත් අවුරුද්ද පටන් ගන්න ආසන්න පටන් ගත්තේ. ඒතකොට සිංහල අලුත් අවුරුද්දට විශාල මුදල් ප්‍රමාණයක් අවශ්‍ය වෙනවා කුඩා තේවතු හිමියන්ට.
Estates worked tirelessly to protect and feed resident workers and continued operations uninterrupted.
During the time of the pandemic, we were hit with a lot of challenges that we had to overcome. We had to keep our factories operational with the workforce that we had by adhering to strict health guidelines.
With the medical MOH assisting us, we ensured that all the regulations, health regulations were taken care of, and it was a massive challenge because you see you get community type living there.
All through the tumultuous times of 2020 and 2021, the tea industry didn't falter. From the estates to the factories, brokers, buyers and exporters, through to the tea e-auctions. Shipments kept going, even with the port functions disrupted.
So basically, our entire solutions was based on Microsoft Azure platform. It's a cloud-based solution, so that you don't need anyone to be in office. You can access the system wherever you are.
It was a situation where we all got together, and the buyers and the producers agreed to share the cost.
The immediate value to Sri Lanka, the tea industry, and more than the 2 million plus people and all the villages and towns they come from, was that the tea industry was kept as a going concern.
Sikra Solutions received many accolades for this historic achievement, while the tea industry received recognition around the world for its resilience, foresight and innovation. Via the new online tea e-auction, the prices of tea saw an upward trend. People continued jobs, no one was laid off in the industry, and thousands of families were looked after and benefited from there being no interruption. Meanwhile, the tea e-auction went through several iterations and improvements.
About 100 people took part totally. 1 year effort, many hours, different committees, different subgroups in order to get, each one's point of view.
What outcry is doing now is integrating the entire leaf to cup value chain, where all the stakeholders will be able to reap the benefits of having an integrated solution.
The CTTA and Colombo Tea Auction has faced numerous challenges over its history of 1.5 centuries.
Remember, we had 30 years of war, insurrections, many other issues, and COVID. Many countries around the world could not respond to these challenges.
Like the spirit of the early planters who faced numerous hardships and challenges, the CTTA has turned adversity into a vehicle of change.
ඊයොක්ෂන් එක පටන් නොගත්තා නම් මේ කර්මාන්තයේ විශාල කඩාවැටීමක් වෙනවා.
It was the team effort of the stakeholders, and we worked day and night.
What we have got now is a very good system, but of course I would say we are maybe halfway. What I feel is that the one that we have implemented in Sri Lanka is way, both implementations, the initial one and the second one, are both way superior to what is available anywhere else in the world.
It has taken the tea industry and its operations into the future with the confidence and trust of all its stakeholders.